It looks like we are going to face a very torrid January transfer season. The transfer is usually something that we usually excel in, like bringing in people that we are sure we are going to sell the next transfer season. And that is what has been happening because the people that we bought previously are the same people we are going to sell. First, Chelsea doesn't look like they're going to sign anybody. Like we were linked with Tell, we were linked with, Tell only. But then that whole thing fizzled when Tell said that he just wanted to stay in Bayern. But now we want to offload. Currently, we have already offloaded Vega to Juventus on loan. And just as today, these are the transfer outs that are expected. First is Chilwell, who is wanted by Crystal Palace. I think the only thing that is really not progressing is their arrangement, the salary. Like he has to either reduce or Chelsea has to. I don't know if he is to be sold. That would be the ideal thing for Chelsea. But if he's going to loan, then Crystal Palace are demanding that Chelsea should at least get off to some of the wages that Chilwell is having, which that's the only hurdle. And then Aston Villa wants both Disasi and Felix. But again, the only thing that is becoming a hurdle in this transfer is that probably Chelsea wants Duran, but Aston Villa have priced Duran at 83 million, which is like more than the amount they are willing to give for Felix and Disasi. Like, if this was supposed to be an exchange, that we should give them Felix, give them Disasi, and add them some amount for Duran, which that's jokes. That's not even like Felix alone is more worth like like the, if Duran should be worth 83, then Felix should be worth more than 100 million. That's what I think. Like Felix is worth more than Duran, but it's just Don Villa looking at us and thinking like we are at a point where we are between a hard rock and a hard place. Like whether you want to keep them or send them out, it will all be happening against us. Like all these things, if we keep all these guys, they are like a backlog that we don't want, or the team doesn't want, or the coach doesn't want, or even if he wants them, he doesn't use them. So that's a backlog that is going to be a trouble for Chelsea. So that's what they are bargaining for. That's where when they come, they have a upper hand. And that makes it difficult for us to even get Duran. And that's why I think the technical or the sports director doesn't think that Duran is worth that amount, or if even if he is brought to Stamford, he'll be able to change things more than Jackson is doing. And you have a problem. And on the keeper issue, again, Chelsea doesn't think that they need a keeper right now. They think they have a lot of keepers on loan, which they don't want to call them back. But now they'll want to us to finish the season. Then they'll see who they can recall back and who can fit in Marescas, or if there's nobody who can fit in Maresca, then they'll have to buy them. And that's even after the Club World Cup. So, honestly, I don't think we are going to get anybody. And the team as it is, I don't think it's going to give us top four. If it gives us top four, then we have to expect that teams such as Forest. Of course, Forest is the only team. But Forest and Newcastle and Bournemouth really start dropping points heavily in the second part of the league, or even Man City, because Liverpool and Arsenal are guaranteed. Now, for us to get to four position, I don't know if we'll get with the crop that we have unless we change certain things. And we are not buying. I don't think we are buying anybody. There are no signs. Nobody is questioning. Nobody is doing there's no any urgency. Like we like there's no anything that shows that there could be a surprise signing. Even in the past, when there was surprise signings, you could see the agents moving. You could see some agents you see all those activities. But currently, we'll have more outgoings and zero incomings, and we have to trust the squad too. You know, play, yeah.